Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I am going to make a video today on some perfume comparisons. It's actually going to be a comparison of one particular perfume to another. So I do want to talk about that today. Before we get started in this video, if you would like to check out my hand creams, body butters, and lip balms, you can go to Sonoita Pecan Company or pecansilk.com. I will leave a link down in the description box. If your skin's feeling really dry, you really should check it out. We do make it here in Southern Arizona, and it is full of pecan oil, natural pecan oil. So it really locks in the moisture with your skin. So I will leave that down in the description box if you'd like to check it out. And so without further ado, let's get into this comparison. So I heard about this perfume probably, maybe it was a couple of months ago or so, maybe like 2-3 months ago I heard about this, and it sounded really delicious, and I almost blind bought it, but then I told myself, I was like, I don't know, because this one got 50-50 reviews. People either love it or they hate it. So I was like, all right, let me get a sample off of Scent Split, because I found it, I can't remember the discounter site. Oh, Factory, which I've never bought from them before, but they had a really good price on this. So I started to blind buy it, but I got a Scent Split sample, if I can talk, a Scent Split sample of it. And I will just say and start this video by prefacing, I'm glad I did not buy a full bottle of this and blind buy it, because I was part of the 50% that did not like it. So that is going to be by Matiere Premier Vanilla Powder. Now, this is just a sample, so it's just a Scent Split sample. I also have another Scent Split sample of the perfume we're going to compare it to. So the perfume that I'm going to compare it to, because I saw somebody actually say this, and then when I got it out and I sprayed them side by side, I was like, yes. Although I do have a disclaimer, one of them I like more than the other. So the comparison I'm going to make it to is Instant Crush by Matiere. That's just another Scent Split sample. Sorry, it doesn't focus very well, but I'm gonna start off by spraying vanilla powder. Now, vanilla powder sounded like it was gonna be a musky, powdery, like very good smelling perfume. And I will say, I think that the note, so this is, vanilla powder is described as a vanilla, powdery, musky, woody, sweet coconut citrus scent. So that sounded right up my alley. It has top notes of coconut powder and heliotrope, middle notes of Madagascar vanilla, and then base notes of vanilla absolute, white musk, Palo Santo, lactones, and coconut. Now, I thought I would like this. Now, I know some people don't like Palo Santo wood. I'll be honest. I had the Tom Ford's Eben Fume. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it has Palo Santo wood, but that is a different fragrance because it is like a spicy woody scent. A more masculine, spicy, woody scent, and I loved that. My husband really loved it, and he went through a full travel size bottle of that Tom Ford. So I was thinking in my head, like, okay, Palo Santo wood's good, right? Well, I'm gonna spray this. I'm really hesitant to spray it because this is an absolute beast of a fragrance. Like, it does not go away, okay? Oh, that's enough. That's enough of her. I did get a little 5 milliliter sample in case I liked it, but has it gotten a little better? Oh my God, okay. I don't know. This might be one that just needs to macerate. I have had this for like a little over a month. It's gotten a little yellow, but this may be a maceration perfume now that I'm smelling it, like, because I haven't smelled it probably like in a month and a half or two since I got it. Okay, well, let's do one more spritz. It could also be because it's on tester paper or because it's macerated, one of the two. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, things always smell different on paper versus your skin. I did wear this one on my skin though. And to me, it smells literally almost identical to Instant Crush by Matiere, which I actually do like, but I don't like it as much as Baccarat Rouge, which is kind of, it is Baccarat Rouge, but not like the sweet cotton candy. Like, it's got some Baccarat Rouge vibes to it, but it's not Baccarat, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna spray Instant Crush really quick. I don't know, maybe it's macerated maybe a little bit. I mean, I don't know, because it's been like a month, like I said, and I sprayed it, so maybe it gotten better, because like the first time I sprayed vanilla powder, it was so sharp and so strange smelling. I just couldn't get past it. And I think the Palo Santo wood in this particular fragrance didn't really jive with it, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Now, Instant Crush is a little bit more, it's a little bit more cologne-ish, if that makes sense. Like, it's a little bit more cologne-y. Vanilla powder is a little bit more powdery. I wouldn't say Instant Crush is powdery, but vanilla powder, obviously in the name powder, it is powdery. I don't know. You know, I just wasn't crazy about it, but now I'm like really torn and confused because I'm like, this really smelled terrible when I first got it. Like I scrubbed vanilla powder off of my skin and I could still smell it. Like it would not go away. But now I'm wondering if I really hate it. I don't know. I thought it was pretty vile, but maybe I need to wear it on my skin again. Maybe I need to let it macerate or sit for like another month and then try it on my skin. I don't know. All I'm saying is it had a really sharp note that it doesn't have now. So maybe my nose is playing tricks on me. I don't know. This was going to be like a hate video, to be honest. Well, not like a hate video because I'm not trying to hate on it because I know a lot of people love it. But it was like a dislike video. But it does smell very similar to Instant Crush, or it did in the beginning. Now I would say Instant Crush is a little bit more cologne-y versus vanilla powder is more powdery, but they do smell very similar. And I have seen somebody make the comparison of vanilla powder by Matiere Premier versus Instant Crush by Matiere. And that's why, since I had Instant Crush already in my, you know, I kind of have already like a small little sample of it. I was like, oh, I have to compare these two. And they are very similar. However, they are different perfumes. Like they do smell different, but they smell similar, if that makes sense. I don't know. You know, I do pick up as it dries down and I get more on the paper, I think, than I did on my skin. I think the Palo Santo wood I get on my skin more versus the coconut, where on like the tester strip, you get more of the coconut in this. And it's not a creamy coconut. It's more of like a dry kind of coconut, like a powdery dry coconut scent. Yeah, I don't know. God bless. Why am I mean, I know it wasn't a love, obviously. Like, I really did not like it when I first sprayed it, but maybe it's gotten better. I don't know. I do think it's a perfume that's very, 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 like, this is one of those perfumes that, like, it won't go away. So if you want something that lasts forever and you get it, definitely sample it first. Do not blind buy. But if you sample it on Scent Split and you do really like the profile of it, or you let it sit for a month or two, kind of like I have, and you end up kind of liking it more, I definitely don't know that I would buy a full bottle of it, because I feel like if you did, you would definitely have to let this puppy sit for a couple of months and macerate to get more of a softer smell and to get rid of whatever that sharp note is. I don't know if it's the Palo Santo or what it is. I don't know if it's one of the musks maybe in it, cause it to have that sharp opening. But now that it's sat for a couple of months, it doesn't quite have as sharp of an opening. It's not as screechy. I saw a lot of people just use that word to describe it. It was kind of screechy, you know, like it's kind of screechy in the beginning, and then as it dries down, you get just kind of a vanilla Palo Santo scent. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe I need to try this on my skin again and then report back. I think I'm gonna let it sit for another month though, and then I will try it and come back, and maybe we'll do another small review on this, because I'm just confused more than anything now. It doesn't have that screechy note in it. And I don't know if it's because it's on paper. I'm afraid to try it on my skin because it's not what I want to wear today, because I wasn't crazy about it. But I will, maybe later on today or in the next few days, I will wear it, and I'll wear it on my skin and see if that screechy note does come back, or if it's kind of gone away where the scent has macerated some since I first got it and sprayed it. Because sometimes when you get a fragrance and you spray it a few times and then you let it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, I describe it as like opening a bottle of wine, you know, like when you open a bottle of red wine, or you open a bottle of wine in general and you let it aerate, you know, for like 20 minutes before you drink it, it opens up. And I feel like that's the same thing with this perfume is, you know, you just kind of have to let it like spray it out a few times out of the bottle with the atomizer, and then somehow it lets the air in some to like let it macerate. I don't know. I'm not a scientist here. That's just my general understanding of things. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Vanilla powder. It doesn't smell as strong on the tester strip either. I know my nose is working. I don't know. Anyways, it was a love-hate for a lot of people. They either loved it or they hated it. I personally did not like it at all when I first tried it. Now, having come back to it when I'm going to review it a month or a month and a half or so later, I do think maybe it's macerated some and that screechiness has gone away. But as I just stated, I will try it on my skin and see if that screechy note has died down since it has been you know, sitting for a little bit and it has been sprayed, or if that is still there and it's just not showing that screechy musk or Palo Santo screechiness on the tester strip like it does on your skin. I don't know. But that is my thoughts and reviews on Matiere Premier by Vanilla Powder. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Vanilla Powder. Do you think it smells like Instant Crush? Have you tried both of them? Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.